Hello guys, it's me again, and I know I've been mass producing these, and these are going out way quicker than you can watch them. I'm recording them, and then I'm just posting them, and then I'm recording again. So please do watch these because this is like really interesting for me. December flew by and winter break had arrived for the students and teachers at Hogwarts. Everyone was giving little to no effort in their classes, the students eager to go home and have a break from school. The last day before break soon arrived, and Harry was finishing up and packing. Well, he was until he heard a knock on the door. Turning to face it, Harry grinned when he saw his friend Draco. "Hey Draco, what's up?" Harry asked, pausing with packing his trunk. "Hey, I was just making sure that you don't have any second thoughts on allowing me to stay with you. Hermione and Ron. I wasn't the nicest to you three, and I'm sure that they still hate you." Uh, "Hate me," Draco said, fidgeting with his hands as he stared at his shoes. Harry frowned, sad that his friend kept having doubts. "Draco, they don't hate you. They know that you've changed. They aren't ones to hold grudges for this long," Harry said, comforting his friend with a hug. Draco hesitated before hugging back, biting his cheek. "Are you sure?" he said, still not 100% reassured. Harry pulled away from the hug, looking into Draco's gray eyes. "Yes, Draco, now go finish packing, because we are leaving first thing tomorrow." Draco smiled and nodded, turned to leave. Turned to leave. "See you tomorrow, Harry." Before he could respond, Draco had already left the office. Draco finished last-minute packing before shrinking his bags, enchanting them so they followed behind the professor as he walked up the multiple stairs and corridors until he reached Harry's classroom. Harry had the same idea as Draco. They both met each other halfway between the two classrooms. Harry nodded a greeting towards Draco before turning, both walking in comfortable silence towards the entrance of Hogwarts. Both walked towards the cold, snowy outdoors, leaving the warm smile. "Race you to Hogsmeade," Harry smiled, starting to run. Draco took a moment, falling silently behind the Gryffindor. "No fair, Harry! You had a head start, and I'm not as fast as you!" Draco exclaimed, struggling to keep up. Harry chuckled, his laugh carrying back to Draco. The two ran, trying to warm up their bodies and have fun in the freezing cold. Harry soon slowed down, having reached the gates of Hogsmeade. Sorry. Draco slowed down as well, now at the same pace as his friend. Both boys were grinning from ear to ear, faces red from the icy weather and the exercise that they just did. Harry walked to a less populated part of Hogsmeade before turning to Draco. "Hold on tight to me as I apparate us," he said. Draco nodded. "Who is it?" "Mom, I'm trying to read a fanfic. Go away." Sorry, guys. That was just playfully. I don't usually yell at my mom. She usually yells back. So, no fair, Harry. "Oh, hold on tight as I apparate us," he said, and Draco nodded. The Slytherin tried not to blush as he wrapped his arms around Harry's shoulder. The Gryffindor put one arm around Draco's waist. He tried his hardest not to blush, since the conversation with Hagrid earlier that month. You have to run an errand. Okay. Earlier that month, Draco had questioned if he liked Harry or not. He was trying his hardest to push back. Sorry, guys. Considering that Harry didn't like him back. "Are you ready?" Harry asked, making sure his grip was secure. Yeah, let's go." And with that, Harry turned on his heel and Draco went through the stomach-twisting travel process. Both boys landed in the yard, Draco losing his balance and falling onto his butt into the snow. It was silent for a moment before laughter was heard. Harry laughing at how clumsy his friend was. Draco rolled his gray eyes, holding a gloved hand for Harry to take. Once he did, instead of being pulled up Draco pulled Harry down next to him. Both boys started laughing, the snow falling around them. From the doorway, Hermione rolled her eyes at Ron. How long do you think it would take for them to realize that we're standing right here? Ron chuckled with her. It's good to see Harry and Draco not fighting. They actually seem to get along well, Ron stated, his wife agreeing. Rose started wiggling in Hermione's arms, so she put her daughter down, who started running towards the men. Uncle Howie! The 2-year-olds exclaimed, waddling over to him. Harry sat up and smiled, opening his arms for the toddler to run into. Wow, Rosie, you've grown so much! Harry stood up and walked towards the house, leaving Draco alone in the snow. The Slytherin feigned anger as he cast a spell to levitate the luggage to follow him, and the golden trio, as the 5 of them entered the warm house out of the cold. Let me take some of the luggage, Draco, Harry stated, now toddler-free. Draco nodded, flicking a wand so that Harry's half of the luggage was floating by said man. Both of them walked up the stairs, heading to Harry's room first. Your room is next to mine. Once you get settled, meet us downstairs, Harry said, pointing towards a door next to him. Draco nodded, heading towards the door to put his things away. The room was medium-sized, with a large bed, nightstands on either side, a closet, a door most likely leading to a bathroom. Realizing that it had been a long day, and he was dirty from the traveling and running. Draco grabbed a towel and headed towards the bathroom to take a shower. Draco dried his body and hair before putting on clean boxers, sweatpants, and an old sweater with a collared shirt underneath. Heading out of the bathroom, Draco snagged a pair of thick socks before heading downstairs, getting lost on the way to the living room. He heard voices. He heard voices. A few of them kids. Belonging to kids. Entering the room, he saw how everyone was sitting on couches, this time being joined by Teddy, Cat, Skylar, and Neville. Hey, Draco, Neville greeted, being the first one to see the professor. Draco waved a hand before joining Harry on the sofa that only seated 2 people. Hi, guys. So what did I miss? Draco asked, seeing that they were watching something on what seemed to be a moving box. We're in the middle of Frosty the Snowman, Harry explained, and Draco nodded, fascinated by how the pictures moved and talked, something he hadn't seen before. After Frosty came Rudolph, and Draco wanted to watch every Muggle Christmas cartoon. It was later that night, and the group had a fun yet relaxing day. After lunch came hot cocoa and more movies, seeing how a snowstorm was beginning to happen. After dinner, and Neville left by flu, promising to visit again later that week. The kids were in bed. After that came dinner, and Neville left by flu, promising to visit again later that week. Now the kids were in bed. Ron and Hermione had just gone up. Draco was still fascinated by the cartoons. Now on The Nightmare Before Christmas, a movie that Harry insisted on watching and Draco soon fell in love with. Harry was falling asleep, though, trying to fight it off. Both men were still on the sofa, but their feet were on the ottoman with a blanket and a tub of popcorn. Harry was dozing off. His head kept hitting Draco's shoulder. The movie was coming to an end, and the credits started showing. This is probably my favorite Muggle cartoon so far, Harry, Draco said, turning towards his friend, only to see Harry fast asleep. Draco smiled, admiring the sight. Harry looked so peaceful with his hair all over the place, eyelashes fluttering against the tan cheekbones. Butterflies erupted in Draco's stomach, and at that moment Draco realized that Hagrid was right. He had fallen for his friend. Trying not to wake up Harry, Draco carefully moved towards the remote, turning the TV off. Realizing the movie would have resulted in waking up his friend. Draco pulled up the blanket so that it was covering both fully before falling asleep with a smile on his face. Yes. Yes. This is sweet, okay? This is I want to continue on this today. So, yeah. Bye, guys.